Hey there, this is Red. It's time for another episode of Red Plays. So, if you remember correctly, last time where we left off, we had Quicksilver and we're taking him up against Crossbones Expert, and I did not do all that well. So, we're going to try and change the deck up a little bit and see if we can make a couple of tweaks in order to make things better. So, I'm trying to go with a Quicksilver aggression deck. And what ended up happening was Crossbones got a lot of attachments, and I think all of the attachments spelled my doom. So I'm going to take a few cards out of here. I'm going to take Tenacity because I think I have enough readying that I don't need to worry about it as much. I'm going to take some Brute Force out of there because really it doesn't fit with the theme. I thought maybe the Piercing would be nice and the +1 attack, but we'll get rid of that one out of there. And then we're going to get rid of a Helicarrier out of there. Now, the reason I'm getting rid of Helicarrier is I can exhaust it to reduce the cost by 1 of something, but there's a lot of things in this deck that only cost 1. And a lot of when Quicksilver goes off only costs 1, and he's using friction resistance in order to power it up. So I think I'm going to take these 5 cards out of there. Now, what I'm going to add is a couple of Resourcefuls because they're a wild and I can use them as a wild. So that should help counter some of Crossbones stuff. I'm going to add a couple of power in all of us, which again is going to give me 2 for my basic cards, and then it also counts as a wild. I'm going to throw a Quinn Carrier in there just so I can get all the wild resources that I can. So ideally, this is going to really help me keep Crossbones attachments off the table. That's the thought anyway. We'll see how that goes. Now, with these things like the power in all of us, when I look at my deck, I have very little actual aggression cards in here, but I have a decent amount of basic cards in here. So I think that's going to work out. I think that's better than the power of aggressions, throwing those in here. That would be the other option, but I think I have more basics, and my basics that I have in here, like my Nick Furies and my Lockjaws and stuff like that, tend to cost more than the aggression cards that I have in here. So I think it's going to do me better in the long run. We will find out. All right. So Crossbones is out there. He's on Expert. We need to do our attack on Mount Athena and see what it says, and then we should be good to go here. All right. Throw this over here. We've got attack on Mount Athena. So Crossbones, we're doing experts. We've got Crossbone 2, Experimental. We've got Hydra Patrol, Weapon Master, and Legions of Hydra. Yes, so we've got the Create the Experimental Weapons deck. Yep, we have it set next to the main scheme. We're on task there. All right, now we've got, boom, attack on Mount Athena. Crossbones is leading an army of Hydra soldiers in a direct assault on Project Pegasus facility in the Adirondack Mountains. When revealed, reveal the top card of the Experimental Weapons deck. All right. So doesn't start with any on there. We're going to get +1 and it taps out at 3. And our experimental weapon is the exosuit, which is going to give him +1/+1. And I need 3 resources to get that puppy out of there. All right, let's see what our starting hand looks like. We're going to get 6 cards. We're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So what are we looking at here? We see none of the boost card, or like the permanents that I would like to get out there. There's an always be running. So one of the things that we do have is we can potentially get rid of the exosuit with these 3 cards. That would be handy. We could get an endurance out there, but that leaves us with a genius. And we could see, we can't really use our power of all of us to do anything special. I think we're going to get rid of our surprise attack. And we're going to hold on to our endurance. And I think we're going to get rid of our, do I get rid of our double time? I'm going to get rid of our double time and see if I pull anything out that makes me happier. All right, we're going to get 2, 1, 2. And we get, Lockjaw and Scarlet Witch. All right, that was not the plan. But we'll see what we can do here. All right, so we're going to go with this. Now I can discard 2 cards and draw 2 cards. So that's one of the nice things I can do is Pietro. So I could get rid of Lockjaw, which would be potentially beneficial there. Because then I could pay for him with those two. I think I can get rid of my always be running also. Ooh, actually, let's think about this. That's 1, 2. Then I would need a mental 3, and then I could bring Lockjaw back with the genius and the power in all of us. I think that sounds good. All right, so let's see if we can make this work. We're gonna go Quicksilver side. We're going to do our hero action, spend an energy, spend a physical, and spend a mental. We're going to use Scarlet Witch as a mental. And we're going to get rid of the exosuit. All right. That will not pain us this game. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use these two. So we can use the power in all of us to double the number of resources this card generates when paying for a basic gray card. And then I'm going to spend 2 for genius, and I can get Lockjaw back out. There's Lockjaw, because Lockjaw says you may play Lockjaw from your discard pile during your turn, paying his resource cost. So there we go. I'm going to bring Lockjaw into play. All right, I still sit on my endurance. I didn't play my endurance. Okay, so what are we going to do here? We're going to attack with Lockjaw for 2. Take Crossbones down a pip. We will attack with Quicksilver. And we're going to ready Quicksilver because out of his super speed. And we'll attack with him again. So we attack for 2. Crossbones is down to 10. All right, when Lockjaw attacked, he took 2 consequential damage. And we are finished. All right, we're going to draw back up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are done. All right, villain's turn. What's going to happen on the villain's turn? So first thing, we're going to put 1 threat on the main scheme. Next thing is Crossbones is going to look and see Quicksilver out there, and he's going to want to attack Quicksilver. When Crossbones attacks you, remove 1 ammo counter from this card and discard the top card of the encounter deck. Take indirect damage equal to the number of boost icons on the discarded card. So Lockjaw is going to step in front of this attack. We're going to do some indirect damage action, and we're looking at a boost, which doesn't do anything. All right, so he does no indirect damage. His counter goes down by 1. Crossbones is going to attack for 2. He's going to get a boost card. He's going to boost up to... Ooh, boost. This card resolves during an undefended attack. Discard a support I control. It's not an undefended attack. Lockjaw is defending against it. But Lockjaw is going to go away because he's going to take 2 from Crossbones. All right. Then Crossbones is going to have an encounter card. Our encounter card is... Combat Knife. Villain's going to get piercing and +1 attack. All right. Yet another item for Crossbones. All righty. Villain's done. We're over to the hero turn. What are we doing on the hero turn? All right. We've got to always be running, so we could ready ourselves back up an additional time. We need a mental and a physical to get that out of there, and we don't have a mental, so that's not happening this round. Even with all that special stuff, I couldn't find the right thing. All right, so I think Mockingbird is going to be the thing to do. I think we're going to do we're still going to hold on to that endurance, so we're going to do these 3 to play for Mockingbird. Mockingbird's going to come into play, and Crossbones is going to be stunned. All right, he's stunned. I like that. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to have Quicksilver thwart for 1 to get rid of that. And he gets to untap because of his super speed, and he's going to attack for 1. We'll have Mockingbird attack for 1, so we attack for a total of 2. So we're going to knock him down to 8. All right. 2, 1. All right, and we're done. We're going to untap. We're going to draw back up to 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, we're starting to get some of our stuff. That's good. All right, we got some acceleration and some reinforced sinew. Those are good things. All right, villain's turn. We can put 1 threat on the main scheme. Crossbones would look to attack Quicksilver, but he doesn't because he's stunned. And the machine gun doesn't go off because that's a replacement effect, I believe, which should stop that because he didn't attack me. And then we're going to draw an encounter card. Encounter card is Hard as Nails. When revealed, give the villain a tough status card. If you cannot heal 3 damage from it instead. So he's going to get a tough status card. All right, so I'm going to grab a tough. He was stunned, now he's tough. That's quite the turnaround, but we can deal. It's all right. All right, end of the villain's turn. We're over to the hero's turn. So hero-wise, we're starting to get some of the cards that we want here. We definitely want to get this accelerated reflexes out there because getting our bonus to defense is huge for Quicksilver. Let's get that one out there. Then we're going to get our reinforced sinew out there. It's going to cost us 2. That endurance I've been holding on to is going to go away, but that's going to give me +1 attack. And we want to get our persistent Quicksilver things out there. Those are super important. All right, we're going to have Mockingbird go ahead and attack. She attacks for 1. She's going to take consequential damage, but that's enough to get rid of the tough. All right, now Quicksilver is attacking for 2. So we're going to attack for 2, and then we're going to get ready. Then we'll attack for 2 again. So we attack for 4 total. So we're going to take him from, where are we at? We're at 8. We're going to go down to 4. All right, villain's turn. After I ready up and draw my cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, villain's turn. What do we have going on here? We're going to have 1 threat on the main scheme. We go up to 2. All right, Crossbones is going to look to attack. And I think we're going to put Mockingbird in front of this. And that's an interesting thing because I could block, but then we're going to take some indirect damage also. I think I'm just going to put Mockingbird in front of that. All right, so Mockingbird's going to block this one. When he attacks, we're going to do the indirect damage thing. And 2, so he's doing 2 damage, and I'm going to take both of those damages. So I take 2. All right, and the last bullet from his gun, his machine gun is gone. All right, that's good. All right, so now he's attacking Mockingbird because Mockingbird was blocking this. Should have thrown that on there. So he's attacking for 2. He gets +1, so he's at 3. He's going to get a boost. 2 more, so 4, 5. Mockingbird is out of there for now. All right, she kind of did her job. Now we need an encounter card. Encounter card is Shadows of the Past. Oh no, and I thought I was doing good. Okay, when revealed, reveal your set-aside Nemesis minion and put into play engage with you. Reveal your set-aside Nemesis side scheme and put it into play. Shuffle the rest of the Nemesis cards into the deck. No! All right, so what's going to happen here is we're going to have Avalanche come into play. And he has Insight to, when revealed, place 2 threat on the main scheme. Each player must choose to either take 2 indirect damage or exhaust their identity. All right, so he's going to come into play. I'm going to go ahead and take 2 indirect damage. The attack on Mount Athena is going to flip. And we're going to have the Infinity Stones going to come out. Inside the Project Pegasus facility, S.H.I.E.L.D. agents fight desperately to prevent Hydra from obtaining the Reality Stone stored within. When revealed, reveal the top card of the experimental weapons deck. All right, so we get a new experimental weapon. And we're going to get gauntlets attached to the villain. After the attached villain attacks and damages you, discard one card from your hand. Yay. Okay. Next up, we need our Extortion of Seismic Proportions, which is our side scheme, which has Insight 1. It's got Crisis. It's going to start with 2. All right. So this is going to have 2. Get the guy, it has Insight 1, and this one should start with 1. So this is at 2 also, because we have the little 1 per player there. So this is going to max out at 6. So we're starting it off with 2. And we've got Avalanche in play. Ugh. That did not go how we wanted it to go. I thought we were doing good, and then suddenly it got bad. All right. Hero's turn. What are we going to do? It would be really nice to clear this board. We could clear this board with a maximum velocity. Always we be running will get us up to 2. All right, if we go maximum velocity, that would shoot us up to 2 thwart, plus 2 thwart, plus 2 attack. So we would be at 4 attack, which would be enough to take out Avalanche, and we could flip Crossbones in the same round, and we could take out, and we could always be running. Oh, because we can't do all of them. Damn it. Oh, can we? No, we can't. Because that is not a wild. All right. So then what we're faced with is we could get out Avengers Mansion and then do an always be running with the cards that we get from Avengers Mansion. What that would allow us to do is we could take out Avalanche. Can't, or what are other options here? We've got some other things we can do. We can, if we had a mental and a physical, we could take out the power gauntlets. And a mental and a physical, and we could take out the combat knife. And then we could take out Avalanche. And then we could flip down. I think that might be the way to go. Problem is we're looking at 2 scheme plus a boost. He would probably flip the Infinity Stone at that point in time. Darn it. And then he would get yet another boost. Oh, I don't know. This would give me plus 2 thwart. So if I were to get that out there, I could hit Avalanche for 4. I could take out the, I would have enough thwart that I could take that out. That's not going to allow me, no. That's not going to allow me to always be running. Well, yeah, well, I can always be running. All right, so let's do that. We're going to do 1, 2 to play maximum velocity. That's going to boost us up 2. So we're going to get 2 to everything until the end of the round. Question is going to be whether we flip down or not. That's the part that I don't know. All right, so we've got a maximum velocity that we played. All right, we're going to attack Avalanche for 1, 2, 3, 4, and Avalanche is out of there. And then we're going to ready up. All right, I could take Crossbones out right now, but I don't think that's the right thing to do. I think we're going to go ahead and thwart and get rid of our side scheme here. All right. Now, do I play always be running? I think I do. Then I think I'm going to flip down. I think I'm going to take out Crossbones and flip down, and we'll see if maybe we can handle all the weapons on the next couple of rounds. I don't remember how much threat goes onto the next scheme. Hopefully it's a lot. We'll see. All right, so we're going to play always be running. That's going to ready us up. We're going to go ahead and attack. We're attacking for 2, 3, 4. So we're going to take out Crossbones 2. because we're doing 4 damage. All right, so we've got, after he attacks, I discard a card. His attack's getting piercing, so I don't have to worry about any of that. Boom. All right, we have Crossbones 3 is going to come out, which says, while Crossbones has a weapon attack, gains piercing. When revealed, reveal the top card of the experimental weapons deck. All right, just going to get another weapon. All right, so we've got a power gauntlets. Now we're going to get a energy shield. Oh, he gets retaliate 1. All right, that's not good for Quicksilver. And he's going to be at, what, 16 hit points? Oh, I should just leave that out there. 2, 4. Let's put a 10 spot there. And another 2. All right, so now the question is, do I flip down? I think it would be advantageous to flip down and heal up, because if I stay up, he's going to do a lot of damage and make me lose a card. So I think we're going to flip down. We're going to flip down to Pietro. Then we're going to be finished. All right, so we're going to draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that's a pretty basic hand there. All right, what are we doing on the villain's turn? Villain's turn, we're going to put 1 threat on the main scheme. Oop, that's a 2. There's not a 3 side to that. 1 threat on the main scheme, so it's up to 3. All right, now, Crossbones is going to scheme. He schemes for 2. He's going to get a boost of 1. Exactly what he needs. He's going to boost up to 3, and the Infinity Stone is going to go away. And we're on to round 3. We have the getaway. Hydra sees the Infinity Stone and Crossbones orders their withdrawal. You must stop them before they escape. All right, it's going to start with 5, and it's going to get 1 on it. When revealed, reveal the top card of the experimental weapons deck. Oy. Okay. All right, we're going to put 1 on there. He's burning through the experimental weapons deck really quick here. We're going to get, boom, a laser rifle. When attached, the villain attacks, the attack gains ranged. All right, so he's got like all the things. All right, now we're getting counter card. Counter card is, boom, gang up, alter ego. It's going to surge. All right, I'm going to surge. Next card is Earthquake. Insight 1, when revealed, place 1 threat on the main scheme. All right, so this is going to go up to 2. Oh, when revealed, discard 2 cards from your hand and exhaust your identity. OMG. Exhaust my identity. I'm using tokens. I have to get rid of 2 cards. Oh, man. That was not the plan. Not part of the plan. All right. That is the end of the villain's turn, and he got me really good right there. Let's see here. I think I'm not going to be able to play Nick Fury. Spider-Man could come into play, and he would get +2 attack or thwart. So he could come in and take some of the stuff off the getaway. Or I could gamble and play Ironheart and see if I get the magic card. I don't think that's going to happen. All right, so we're exhausted. I think we're going to go ahead and get rid of Nick Fury and Ironheart. We're going to use Pietro's ability to discard 2 cards and draw 2 cards. So we're going to get Speed Cyclone and Combat Training. That's interesting. So I do kind of want to play Spider-Man, but the Speed Cyclone would throw a stun on him. But Spider-Man can take a hit if I put him out there. So what's he got right now? Retaliate 1, piercing, ranged, and villain attacks and damage. You discard 1 card from your hand. Ugh. All right. We're going to go Quicksilver. Unfortunately, we're coming out here exhausted, so that's not where we want to be at. We're going to play Spider-Man. All right, so we're going to choose, he gets, let's see here. After you play Spider-Man from your hand, choose thwart or attack. He gets +2 to the chosen power. Let's see if I'm reading that right. After you play Spider-Man from your hand, choose thwart or attack. Spider-Man gets +2 to the chosen power until the end of the phase. All right, so I could do a hit against Crossbones, which I'm going to take some damage, or I could do some on the getaway. I think we're going to do a hit against Crossbones. So he's going to attack. We're going to hit Crossbones for 4. 4. All right, we're going to take a retaliate. So we're going to take 1, plus we're going to take 1 consequential. All right. Oop. And then we're going to be done at this point. All right, we're going to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, what do we got here? We've got a resourceful, coin carrier, friction resistance, finally, double time, and an always be running. All right, villain's turn. What does he have there? He's got the, let's see here. He's going to have range. He's going to have piercing. He's going to force me to discard a card. And he's going to have retaliate 1. Man, that's pretty rude. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to put 1 threat on the main scheme. Boom, right there. Crossbones is going to come attack Quicksilver, and I am going to defend. So Quicksilver is going to defend, and then I'm going to ready. Ooh, is that what I'm doing? Let's see here. He's attacking for 3, 4, 5. So I would take 3. Oh, nope, I can't do that. I really want to do that, but I can't. I'm going to have to put Spider-Man in front of that. All right, Spider-Man's going to step in front of this one. Crossbones is attacking for 3, 4, 5. He's going to get a boost of 2. So 7. So Spider-Man's way out of there. All right, I was kind of wanting to get, I was hoping that I could take that because I could have done, next round we're looking at 2 with Spider-Man. I could have done 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and double timed and potentially could have taken him out. Would have been close. I don't know what's going to happen now. We're going to have to see how this plays out. All right, so that was his attack. We're going to draw an encounter card. What's our encounter card? Our encounter card is... exhaust my identity card. No! And it surges. Yes, it's going badly. When revealed, hero, the villain attacks you. If you have a weapon attachment, its card gains surge. Oh, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 weapon attachments. All right, he's going to attack me and he's going to surge. So let's get the card out. All right, so he's attacking me for 3, 4, 5. And I'm exhausted, so I can't defend. He's going to take me out. There's nothing I can do. Hero action, hero action, hero action. Yep. Man, that was a horrible combo. So that exhaustion, which has a surge of Weapons Master, which is going to surge. Oh, man. Oh, I was so close. So he's going to attack for 3, 4, 5. He's going to get a boost of none. You can attack me for 5, which is going to take me... No, the 5 is enough. That's going to hit me for 9. Oh, I was so close. Ah, if only... Well, an advance would have been bad also. Oh, I was close. What was this card? This card was a... What was that one? That was ooh, Crossbones Assault. Oh, that wouldn't have been too bad. Man. So let's see. Next turn, had I stayed up, could I have done 12? I could have attacked for 2. Could have got 2. I could have attacked again for 2, so that's 4. I could have done an always be running. That's 5, 6. And with double timed, I would have done 10. So it wouldn't have been enough to take him out. Would have been close, though. Oh, so close. So close. Just need to tweak the deck a little bit. And Crossbones got all of his stuff out, so if I would have been able to take one of those things out, that could have changed the game there. Oh, I think he just did damage to me at the right time and forced me to rest a little bit. Maybe it's first aids that I need to put in here to heal up a little bit on the downside. Or what's the other thing? Is it not resourceful? There's a new thing, and I can't remember what it is. Recuperation, or what's the new basic card that lets you... I thought about it. Yeah, recuperation. I thought about putting some recuperations in there, which would let me grab back my resting even when I was exhausted. Oh, so frustrated. That was so close. All right. We're going to stop with the Quicksilver at this point in time. I think Crossbones is a tough one for Quicksilver just because all of his stuff that's out there. I wonder if I would on him full force right off the bat rather than having allies and building up. Quicksilver kind of needs to build up, but problem is you're playing a lot of these cards right here. You kind of need to get them off the board too, so it ends up being a really weird combo. So I don't know. I guess with that, suggestions on how I should have played this differently. Is there something I should have changed up in there? Did I miss something? Let me know in the comments. I think I'm going to do a rest on Quicksilver at this point in time because I've got, I've got my Scarlet Witch deck ready to go here. See, Scarlet Witch is ready to go. We've got our Please Stand By sleeves on, ready to go there. So I think that's what's going to be up next. Is probably we'll do the standard, start Scarlet Witch out against Rhino and see how that goes, just to see how she plays. I'm kind of iffy on her. I'm not exactly sure how I feel. Some of the stuff I've read is that she's amazing, but her cards are kind of weird. So I'm interested to see how all of that plays. But anyway, Quicksilver and Crossbones did not work out. I think Quicksilver is really a protection hero. I think I might do this again later, take him out of aggression and put him into protection and see how he does against Crossbones. I do think this setup would work against some other villains that are out there, but I think all this stuff going on, and he's got a lot of things to throw extra cards and exhaust me, which hurts when you're Quicksilver. That's one of the worst things, is you get exhausted before you can do your stuff, and you don't get your double attack or all your special things going. So also, where's my Serval Industries? Is it the last card in here? There's my Perception is down towards the bottom. Serval Industries, yep, it's down towards the bottom. I didn't get that early on. That's an important card to get early on too. So some things didn't work out there. But anyway, all right, next one. It's going to be on a Scarlet Witch Rhino probably. And we'll shelve Quicksilver for a little bit, but I'm sure he'll be back. He's fast, so he'll get back in here pretty quick. So that's it for now, and thanks for watching.